Welcome to Fame and Money for the Biz News Channel this Wednesday, 4th. I'm your host, Megan Lynn Allen, world famous, world renowned. If you don't know who I am, Google me for Christ's sake. I need some more hits. Here on Fame and Money, we talk all kinds of entertainment gossip, celebrity news, film, music, television, anything celebs, entertainment, and we really give it the biz news, give it the biz news twist. I don't know what that means. A little drunk. So how do I substantiate these rants, this gossip, these judgments I make about people I've never met in my entire life? Who cares? The Emmys are coming up in September, and do you know who has been announced this month as the host? Jane Lynch. That's right, the funny lady from Glee. She's done lots of film and television, but most known for Glee right now for her part as Sue Sylvester, and she's only the third woman ever to host the Emmys. The two women previously were Ellen DeGeneres in 2005 and Angela Lansbury in 1993, which proves that it's really only been men. It'll make sense. It'll come to you. You'll get that in a minute. We see a little footage here of Jane Lynch chatting with Mark Burnett. Mark Burnett is actually behind the Emmys. Who knew? So the mastermind behind Survivor is now the mastermind behind the Emmys. Jane Lynch was asked by E! Online, by E! Entertainment Television, if we'd see Sue Sylvester at the Emmys, and she said she wasn't sure, but she figured if Sue was going to be there, she'd be in a tracksuit dress. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you are too. The 63rd Primetime Emmys are on September 18th, so if you're going to tune in, if you're excited that Jane Lynch is the host, or if you really don't care at all, tweet me at Fame and Money TV, or send me an email, fameandmoney@thebiznewschannel, or go over to Facebook and like us at the Biz News Channel and tell me your thoughts about Jane Lynch, Glee, Sue Sylvester, or what you had for breakfast. Tell us anything. I'm here for you. Going from good to bad, but continuing in Jane Lynch news. Now I'm looking at Playbill.com, which is usually about theater, and here it says that Jane Lynch was cut from the theatrical release of Glee, the 3D movie concert. Good news for Jane, but that's bad news for the fact that Glee is going to be a 3D movie concert. Somehow Jane made out with that one, and she got the hell out of there. But this month it got even crazier when Kanye compared himself to Hitler. He's dug himself a new bottom, a new hole, past the George Bush comments of the past, even worse than the Taylor Swift interruption at the VMAs. You can find this on every internet site. It's wonderful. You can just Google Kanye Hitler and it comes right to the top of the list. And he said, I walk through the hotel and walk down the street and people look at me like I'm insane, like I'm Hitler. Maybe it's the mustache. It's not appropriate. Don't get excited, I'm keeping all of my clothes on. This is about what I think will be a box office bust at the end of this month. You're taking a look at the poster for Our Idiot Brother, which is hitting the theaters. It's a big release on August 25th. And it has one of my favorite funny guys, Paul Rudd. He is hilarious ever since the Clueless days. And of course, he's had a string of 10 or 12 movies, which I call the bro-tastic movies, with all those guys that are in Wedding Crashers and, The Hangover and all those funny guy movies. He's hilarious. But if you look at this, I'm reading the plot summary from comingsoon.net. It says, every family has one, the sibling who's always just a little bit behind the curve when it comes to getting his life together. I could read the whole paragraph, but you'd probably fall asleep, and that's not what I stand for here at the Biz News Channel. So let's just skip to the end, shall we? Blah, 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 blah. In believing and trusting the people around him, Ned isn't such an idiot after all. I don't think this is going to be bringing in millions of dollars, Paul Rudd, but I don't suppose you care what I think, do you? Next, we're looking at a poster from the movie also being released the same weekend, release date August 26th, 2011. It's a horror movie starring Katie Holmes called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I think I've said enough. And finally, we have a British thriller called The Debt, and this is starring Helen Mirren, brilliant actress, Sam Worthington, Jessica Chastain, Jesper Christensen, whole slew of really talented actors. It's surprisingly not a limited release. It's hitting the big theaters, but I think this is more appealing to that independent movie crowd. It should have gone to the smaller houses, and I predict this will not make any money for the box office sales for The Debt. This is coming out towards the end of the month, August 31st. But if you look at these 3 movies together, they're very different. They've got different kinds of star power, yet these are the 3 kind of big name movies that are coming out in August. I mean, if you can think of something better, tell me about it. Tweet me at Fame and Money TV, because this is all I could find, and it's pretty sad. This is an espionage thriller, The Debt, and Helen Mirren is brilliant. Maybe the movie will be good, but I don't think that we're bringing in any money just before the kids go back to school with The Debt, that stupid horror movie with that chick that married Tom Cruise, or that other movie with that guy from those other movies. You know what I'm saying? And now we're looking at the Real Housewives. Not the Real Housewives of New Jersey or the OC or New York or any of those places that are on the Bravo TV network, but the Desperate Housewives, who have been around for 8 seasons. Well, it looks like it's coming to an end. I'm looking here at theclickertoday.com, and it says Desperate Housewives stars talk shows end and drop hints. The same day that ABC officially announced the long-running hit Desperate Housewives would be ending after season 8, all the stars from the show hit the Television Critics Association's summer press tour in Los Angeles. So there were all kinds of hints going around, all kinds of questions, people talking about the show and how the characters might sum up, pull together that 8 years of basically soap opera drama, people being killed and houses exploding, people coming back to life, and drugs, suicide, deaths, weddings, babies, all of that on Wisteria Lane. How is it going to come to an end? The final season of Desperate Housewives premieres on September 25th at 9 p.m. and let me know if you're tuning in. I did not watch Desperate Housewives from the beginning until I watched it all on Netflix. Yes, I'll admit it, I spent one snowy January, this winter, catching up on the previous 7 seasons of Desperate Housewives. It's, addicting if you got nothing else to do. If you've canceled your cable and it's snowing buckets outside and you live in Massachusetts, why not? And so I probably won't tune into season 8 week to week, but I'll catch up with it some point on Netflix or Hulu. Tell me if you watch it and tell me what you're hoping will happen or what you think might happen to some of the women on the show. Lynette's character, she hints at this TV critics party that she and Tom are headed for divorce. So we'll see if that happens. Sometimes the actors think they know what's happening, and sometimes that's not what's happening. Yeah. That's it for this week's episode. That's episode number 6 coming at you. And give me some feedback. Let me know what you want to hear about. I'd love to hear it, and ignore it completely. You can tweet me at Fame and Money TV, sending me an email, fameandmoney@theBizNews channel, or like the Biz News channel on Facebook and tell me what you think. And I'm thinking about doing some upcoming Skype shout-outs. So if you're on Skype, let me know. And we'll see you next time.